Welcome, travelers from afar. I am Étienne, the miller of this lively town of Tours. You've come seeking knowledge about our ways, especially how we are shaped by the land and our labors. Sit. Let me share with you the essence of our life here, in the shadow of great cathedrals and the rhythm of the Loire River. You see, our world, it revolves around agriculture. Since time immemorial, from the lords and their manors to us common folk in the fields, it's the soil that binds us. The land, our most precious treasure, is worked tirelessly, shaping not just the landscape but our very society. Let me paint you a picture of our world. The fields that stretch beyond the river, they are divided among various social ranks. The nobility own large swaths, but they don't work the land themselves. No, that falls to people like us, the peasants. Some of us are free tenants like myself, working our own plots and paying dues to our lords. Others are less fortunate, bound to the land as serfs, their lives dictated by the demands of their masters. Our feudal system, it's a complex web of obligations and duties. As a miller, I see it all. Farmers bring their grains to me, and for my service, I take a share, a customary part of our social contract. But it's not just me they owe. There's the tithe to the church, a significant portion, for they are as powerful as any lord. And speaking of lords, our crops, our very labor, is owed to them as well. It's their land after all, and in return for working it, they provide us protection from marauders, from invaders. In these times, agriculture is not merely about growing food. It's the axis upon which our society turns. The wealth of a lord is measured in the productivity of his lands, the number of his serfs. Our festivals, our market days, they're all timed with the sowing and the reaping. Even our disputes, they're often about boundaries, water rights, and the like. But it's not just about grain and grapes. Consider the sheep in the meadows, their wool spun into the finest threads. Or the orchards, their fruits not just for eating but for brewing ciders. Every thread of our lives is woven from the fabric of agriculture. Even our very struggles, the hardships we endure, stem from this dependence on the land. A poor harvest, it brings not just hunger, but instability. It can turn a lord harsh, a priest stern. We are, in many ways, at the mercy of the skies above and the soil beneath. Yet, it's not all toil and tribulation. This connection to the land, it fosters a strong sense of community. We celebrate together when the harvest is bountiful, and we support one another when it is lean. The cycle of the seasons, it guides our lives, our traditions. Let me explain another key element of our agricultural society: the three-field system. It's a cornerstone of our agricultural practices here in medieval Europe, especially significant in how it revolutionizes the way we manage our lands and sustains our communities. The three-field system, you see, is an ingenious method of crop rotation. We divide our arable land into three parts. One part is sown in autumn with winter crops like wheat or rye. The second part is planted in the spring with crops such as oats, barley, peas, or beans. The third part, crucially, is left fallow, resting and recovering. This system offers several benefits over the older two-field system, where half the land lay fallow each year. By rotating crops and having only a third of the land fallow, we increase our agricultural productivity. Different crops have different nutritional needs and benefits. Legumes, for instance, add nitrogen to the soil, enriching it for the next year's crop. Moreover, this rotation helps in controlling weeds and pests, reducing the chances of crop failures. It's a more efficient use of our land and labor. With more land actively cultivated, there's an increase in food production, which is essential for supporting our growing population. This system also reflects in our social structures. With more food, there's more to go around, more to feed the workers, more to sell in markets, and more to store for harder times. It stabilizes our communities, makes them more resilient. And as a miller, I see the benefits firsthand. More grain means more work for my mill, and more flour for our bakers. So you see, the three-field system is not just about planting crops. It's a reflection of our evolving understanding of agriculture, of working harmoniously with the land. It represents a shift in our relationship with nature. one of respect, knowledge, and foresight. This system, in many ways, symbolizes the advancements of our age. It's a testament to our adaptability and our ever-growing expertise in farming, and as such, it plays a crucial role in shaping our society, in ensuring the prosperity and well-being of all its members. So, as you walk our streets, see beyond the bustling markets and the towering cathedrals. Look to the fields, the vineyards, the orchards. They are the true heart of Tours, of France, of all Europe in these times. Our lives, our society, they are deeply rooted in the soil, nourished by the hands that toil it. Remember, the grain that I grind, the bread that it becomes, it's more than sustenance. It's a symbol of our collective toil, our shared fate. In every loaf, there's the story of medieval Tours, a tale of the land and the people bound to it. And with that, my friends, I hope you carry with you a deeper understanding of our world. A world where the land dictates our lives, our social structures, and our very destinies.